So today we're gonna use this as a door. We'll probably cut it a little bit smaller, and then we'll have this actuator up here. So the actuator will move the door up and down 6 inches, and then that'll let the chickens in and out. So we're gonna attempt to use this as a door instead of what we've had before. See if that'll be more or less successful. Alright, so what we want to do here, sort of, kind of put the solenoid up there and just, snug these up here just to give it something to lean up against. Huh, that was interesting. Well, let's try that once again, yeah. About there. So, we probably drilled a hole in the wrong spot, so let's try this. Alright, that's better. Okay, now just stick that up there. About there. And it appears these holes should, well, this one should. Well, that's the one downside to working with a pallet, that there's a lot of holes. So right about there is where we want it, and then we're gonna get a piece to go over here, and we'll see how that goes. So let's just kind of let it rest there for now. Alright, so we got this little bracket here. That's supposed to hold that into place. At least ideally that would hold it into place. So we kind of fold it around there. And let's just try to screw it into place. Alright, that one's on. And number 2. Alright. Okay, now we can kind of move this up and down a little bit. Try to get as high as we can. Right about there should be good. Tighten it down a little bit. Alright. Not quite good, but alright, now that's pretty solid right there. So this is the part that's going to go up and down. So we're going to, that door that we showed you earlier, we're going to screw that into this portion here. And then we can test it out, see if it goes up and down. Alright, so we have this this hooked up to a 12 volt power supply. So we're gonna hook up the motor leads here so that when the power supply is active, the door goes down. Make sure to spread those apart so they don't short circuit. So then we turn this on, the door should head down. Not exactly the most expedited unit, but that's basically what it's supposed to do. So right there it's fully extended. Now we're going to reverse the leads and bring it back up. Before we do that, we always want to turn off the power supply. Last thing we want is to short circuit and break things. So let's just go ahead and reverse. Now the interesting thing about this power supply is it tells us what the amp draw is. So we can go ahead and zoom in on that when it starts. Alright, as you can see, the door is going back up. Now, if we zoom in on the amps here, it's about 2 amps or so. And then once it stops, it's 0 amps. So we're going to have to design something that's powerful enough for roughly 3 amps.